As always, welcome to the channel everyone. In today's episode, we are going to work on the automatic transmission fluid for the Honda Pilot. And beforehand guys, I would like to ask you a big favor. For me to be able to continue on filming and working on cars on the weekend, I would like you guys to subscribe on this channel by clicking on the subscribe button, and as well don't forget to click on that bell so you could be notified for all the new videos that's coming your way. Well folks, here's the assortment of tools that we will need in this job. Basically, we need a chalk to basically secure the car so that way it doesn't roll off on us, and most importantly our oil pan here. Make sure that it is a clean pan to start with, so that way you can easily inspect the oil that's coming out of the transmission and see if if you can notice anything abnormal there in the process. And I do have my ATF fluids DW1 from Honda dealer itself. Nothing but great in terms of getting the right stuff for your vehicle, especially for this Gen 1 Honda Pilot. It requires the proper oil, proper transmission oil to be able to prolong its life in the process. And I do have an extensions, 3/8 extensions here. There's a few of them, and I'll show you how and why I need that. And I have a 17-inch or a 17 socket here, and 3/8 itself, and I have a 1/2 and an actual 3/8 adapter on a 1/2. I like to work with this adapter on a 1/2 wrench is because the fact that I can have more leverage if I need to, without using a breaker bar or anything like that. It's just a little more extended than an actual 3/8. So that's going to be what I'll be needing there to loosen the bolts, 2 bolts of course in the process. And I do have my funnels. I have assortments of funnels here. Mainly, if I want to go at it from the feeler plug, we will need at least a couple of funnels there to put together to be able to reach down there because it's too deep. Or we can also go at it from the dipstick itself, and I like using this in the process of going through the dipstick as well, which you can also feel from there as well in the process. So at the same time, we will need some towels. I have a small towel there. I have a few more towels in the back there. And we're pretty much ready to go. Don't forget your mask, because that's important to protect your hand and to keep clean as well in the process. And protection underneath, cardboard box or something to prevent the spill on the floor, and the garage floor especially. You don't want to be messing up the garage floor. So anyways guys, without further ado, before we get started, I guess I need to actually warm the car up a little bit, drive around the neighborhood for a couple of minutes or so until the transmission oil is a little bit warmer, so that way it drains properly, and you could easily drain more fluid that way in the process than actually draining it cold. So anyways guys, stay tuned. Well folks, we're pretty much back in the shop here. I just want to show you guys where the filler plug and the dipstick is. So the filler plug is basically right there in the middle there, where the lights shine. It is shining, and the dipstick is basically situated right here, right there with the yellow handle on it. So anyways guys, we will be jacking the car up pretty soon here and drain the fluid, secure the car, chalk it for sure so it doesn't roll. Well folks, let's not forget our coverall here, and with a magic trick, let's put him on. Well, here we go guys. All right folks, so here's our drain plug sitting right here. See if if I can show you guys quickly here. So it's just basically this guy over here, and it requires the head of a 3/8 wrench to crack it open. And as long as you get your drain pan, it should be all good. Drain it all out. All right, folks, we're ready to crack this open. I put the adapter, the 3/8 adapter in now. I'm using my 1/2 inch in the process here so we can get some more leverage. So here we go. There, a little tough, but you got it going. Great. All right, so I'm gonna bring this thing as close as I can, because it is by the way, this is a projectile in the process here. So what helps in a lot of ways here is that I don't crack the filler plug and the dipstick. I'll keep those two in place to, just to basically prevent the projectile moment here in the process. So I'm gonna try and try not to spill any oil here as much as I can, but let's do our best. There you go. Oops, the camera fell. So as you can see, guys, it looks pretty clean. It helps quite a bit if you don't remove the filler or crack the filler bolt out, because then it's a bit more controlled when the fluid comes down here. So once it's in a drip there, I'm gonna basically pull the dipstick up there and then let it flow even more. So while waiting for the oil to drip a little more, I just want to show you guys how this drain plug looks like. So basically it has this we have this magnet in here. As you can see, there are some metal fragments there, and that's the beauty part of it, is that it's just a way to filter out some of that metal particles there that's coming from the transmission itself. Just basically need to clean this up as much as we can in the process. And all that metal particles are basically wiped up on this paper here. So now it's nice and clean. I'm just going to basically plug this back in place. We do have a replacement crash washer that came with the purchase here. So that's what we need. And away it goes. So let's put it back in place. Well, folks, we're pretty much ready to install a drain plug in place here. Basically, you just need to do a quick wipe down of the area here just to make sure it's clean. Right. Just basically hand tight to begin with. And we are torquing it at 36 foot-pound. So I have my 3/8 torque wrench ready here, pretty much. And just gotta get this out of the way. Just get this baby in there. There we go. So 38 foot-pounds has already been set. There you go. And we'll basically lower the car from here and then put probably 1/3 or a half. So basically this just to start the car and just to get the oil to cycle through the gears, and then we'll fill it up more, and then we'll check the dipstick and see how much we have in the process, making sure we have enough oil in the process there. So technically here there is a process on checking the dipstick level here. There is the hot and cold area or mark in there. The upper one is when it's in the hot, and then when it's in the bottom one is the cold. So basically what we'll require to do is to just start the car and warm the car up basically in the process, and then we will do the checking and see what level we're in at the moment. Folks, we're pretty much ready to go. So as I mentioned, we are going to fill this up through the dipstick, and basically I'll show you guys how it's done. So I have this funnel here that is basically zip tied here to make sure that it doesn't fall off on me, and then I'll basically support it and put the new liquid in. It'll be slightly slower than usual, but it's not so bad. Well folks, I pretty much put about 2 liters of oil in the transmission here. So what I'm going to do here is check the level on this garage. Basically the car is about slightly about 2 inches to 4 inches, possibly 3 inches slope into the grading of this garage here. So I might have to raise the back there about 2 inches to get the car leveled. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to measure that and see what the level of the car is in the process. So as you can see folks, I have a level here, and if you notice the garage floor is not level, and that is by design, so that way water runs out towards the garage door. And as you can see, that's how the level is. And if you raise it up a little bit, it's about 1 inch or so, and within this length to make it level. So in comparison to the car itself, the way I do it is I just place this baby in this panel here, door panel, the bottom of the door panel, and as you can see, it's the same as the door basically there, the way the level is. So just a slightly about 1 inch up to be able to level the car a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this level, or I'll check this level later on. I'm going to jack the back of the car. Here I'll be jacking the car up a little bit and see if we can get the car level a little bit there, so that way we can have an accurate reading or leveling on the oil. Well folks, I jacked the car up and both sides there, and just to show you guys where we at on the level here. So we're pretty close, or almost bang on there basically. So that's pretty good. We're pretty much level now, so from here on we could definitely check the oil level and start the car and add the fluid as much as we can there until we are bang on. All right folks, just started the car. Now we'll just cycle the gears here. Put on reverse. back to neutral, to drive. Second gear, third gear, second gear, back to drive. Back to park. So we'll leave the car running for a little bit here and just have it warm up a little bit. Well, folks, the car has been running for about 15 minutes and it's been technically in the running temperature, and just pulled the dipstick here, and basically at this point, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's barely there. We're just about there so far, so we gotta possibly go for more. So I only put about 2 liters, so it takes about 3.3 liters. So I'll probably have to put the rest of this for it to truly get the proper level.
Feel uninvited, left home in West LA, I'm not excited.
Well, folks, here's our current level, and I pretty much put in 3.3 liters. It's slightly above the top line there, as you can see, guys, but I guess it's not so bad in this case. It's hard to focus. Yeah, just slightly above the line there, guys. So yeah, just above the top line. And yeah, I'll drive it around and I'll check again in a few kilometers here and see how well it is. So anyways, guys, I just want to show you guys a couple of things here, really interesting. So here's basically the comparison between the brand new, which is this one on your right, and the old oil. It's not so bad per se. As you can see, it's slightly darker, but it's not so bad at all. It's a little bit more reddish, where this one is a little bit more of a, well, kind of a golden red there, and this is a bit more of a pinkish. So anyways, that's how it looks like. And here's an interesting findings here in the process. I'm currently dripping all the transmission fluid into this container here, and it has a measurement. As you can see, the measurement we are seeing here is just below 3 liters. It's just basically about possibly 2.7 liters only. Pretty interesting, because guess what, guys? The last time I got the ATF done on this baby was with the dealer, because I didn't have any time to do it myself, too busy. And this time I decided to do it myself and just do a comparison on how many liters they actually put in, and it looks like it's even shy of 3 liters. So yeah, that's pretty bad. I'm not sure if transmission really eats or burns oil in this end, but yeah, I mean, this car is fairly solid. I don't have any issue with it. It runs pretty well, so I don't think that's the case in that sense. So anyways, I'm not trying to say anything here, but at times it's a lot better to do your oil change yourself, or any of your fluid changes, because for sure you can tell that you know, it's done right, basically. Anyways, guys, fairly easy job. I'm sure everybody can do this. Well, I took the Pilot for a drive off camera, and until it reached the operating temperature for sure, and then I checked the level of the oil, and it's perfect. It's right on the last mark, and it's perfect. And so yeah, we're pretty much good to go here, guys. Basically what I've done is get it to the point where it's in the operating temperature, parked in an area where it's technically flat and level, and then I did check the dipstick there and see the level, and it was just right on. It's bang on. So anyways, guys, that's basically, if you want to know more on how to check the level for your transmission fluid, it's in the manual, so you can definitely check that out. Well, I hope this video serves you well and helps you in your next DIY project. And so guys, again, if you do like this video and you like the channel, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. And most importantly, please consider subscribing, because then again, it helps me in so many ways. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Until next time, peace out.